Okay guys, remember this screen. See this deploying in 7.6? This is the 10-second loadout screen, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. Okay, in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to set up a static spawn for a weapon. For example, the sniper on lockdown. So we can make this spawn at the start, then at 13-minute mark, 11, 9, 7, 5, 3, and 1. So that would be a 2-minute static respawn timer. At the moment it's on dynamic, which means the weapon has to disappear off the map or just vanish in order for the respawn to start again. In order to make this weapon spawn, we need to use the scripting system. So what you need to do is press X, come into the Forge menu, go to scripting, go timers, and you want to use the on once timer. Now this first timer here, remember at the start how I said the loadout time, the 10-second countdown? The very first one that we're setting up is to offset that. If we don't set this one, then all of the times will be 10 seconds out, because script times start at the start of the game, but the game time starts 10 seconds later. So all we need to do is go into scripting, and you want to add 10 seconds to the timer / user data. And in advance, make sure it's place at start true. So what we need to do is go into scripting and look at the broadcast channel and the spawn channel. So the spawn channel is 1. This is when it's told what to do, but it doesn't really matter on this one because it's set to spawn at start, which overrides this. The broadcast channel is the one we want to look at. So broadcast channel will set to 0. So that means any weapons or timers that have a spawn channel of 0 will be set off 10 seconds later by this timer. It's a little confusing, but we'll set up the next one. So this one here, we want to go place at start false, because we do not want this one to start at the start. And we want to go spawn channel 0. So what that means is, as I was just saying, this one here will spawn at the start of the game. 10 seconds later, it'll activate channel 0, which this is on. And what we're going to want to do now is set this one to 60 seconds. Unfortunately, this timer only goes up to 100, so you cannot just set 2 minutes on this one. In order to do a 2 minute, you have to do 2 1 minutes. So the easiest way to do it is just go 60, candy spawn, true. You just want to go candy spawn true for all of them, just to make sure they don't muddle anything up. Place to start false, yep, that's right. Scripting, spawn channel 0. Broadcast channel, you need to go to the next channel. If you leave it on 0, it's just not going to work. You have to go to the next channel. Cool, and now what you do is go duplicate. Easiest way to duplicate is push down on the D-pad, move it across a little bit, press X, scripting, put the spawn channel up, put the broadcast channel up. So now this one is being spawned by the 0 channel, which this one is saying. So this one's saying 0 spawn. This one spawns 60 seconds later, it says channel 1 spawn. And if you look in the scripting, spawn channel 1. So this one will spawn. 60 seconds later, it'll say channel 2 spawn. So we need to make channel 2, duplicate. Go across, scripting, put them both up again, duplicate, and etc until you've got enough minutes to line your sniper up against. Okay, so we have 15 minutes worth set up right there, and now what we need to do is set up enough snipers. Make sure the first sniper is set up properly. So you want to set the spawn time at 0 or at none, because I think the word's never. So you don't want the first, you don't want to use the typical spawn system, because that spawn system's broken. We want to use our own one. So we go scripting, just make sure it places at the start is true, and then just make sure it can despawn. Don't worry about the spawn channel or anything like that. So that's the first one. That's cool. That's the very first sniper that's going to spawn. Now we need to duplicate the sniper, and we need to go advanced, place at start false. Now we need to go into the scripting, and spawn channel, want to set it at 2. And now we can put it in the exact same place, so it spawns in the same place, and duplicate again. Now we want to go to 4. So this means that this one is going to spawn 4 minutes into the game. And we place that there. Go scripting again, go to 6. So I've started up a custom game and I'm going to pick up the first sniper and we're just going to wait for the next one to spawn, which should be at the 13-minute mark exactly. So I was a little bit off, about a 1 second or so off, but it's close enough to work. Obviously in a longer game time, like capture the flag, or it can go to 30 minutes, you're going to have to set up double the amount of timers and double the amount of sniper rifles. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, and be sure to subscribe. Cheers.